Today I'm taking with the RuoShui Handheld LCR meter. So we do have instructions and they are fairly thorough. We have got some software. So if you have an optical disk drive, we can use this. And assume this is going to be software, so we can use this, plug that in the computer, and then read the information off the screen. That is not anything I'm ever going to use, but if you want to, for example, display the information on the screen so you can help to show somebody, or if you want a live stream or something like that, then that could be pretty cool for that. We've got, this is our LCR meter. We have our test clips right here, so you can just push the component directly into that. And we also have some multimeter connections, so if we want to, we can use this guy. We got our test probes. These are alligator clips. They can reach and grab onto components while still being able to read the display. We have our charging cable. This is USB-A to USB-C. And it looks like that will plug right here into the right side. And we have a power supply. So that is AC power to USB-A. It says 100 and 240 volts, so it's good for international or domestic. And it outputs a 1 amp at 5 volts. We do have a kickstand on the back, so if we want to, we can lay this thing down. We can look at it. We have spots for our probes. And it looks like we also have a spot for a hanging hook for a magnet. Let's see if we come with a charge. And we do, and that actually boots up extremely quickly. Nice display on there. I like that we can actually see this, nice big numbers. Our range is auto, our speed is slow. Let's change frequency. Okay, so it looks like you got from 100 Hertz up to 100 kilohertz. So quite a nice range. Level is 1000 millivolts, 300 millivolts. Okay, so we got 300 millivolts up to 1000 millivolts. Right now, is that slow? We can go fast, medium, or slow. That's interesting. So if we want this thing to be running very fast, something the number quickly, we can actually change that. 10 ohms, 30 ohms, 100 ohms, 300 ohms, 1 kilo ohm, 3 kilo ohms, 10 kilo ohms, 30 kilo ohms, 100 kilo ohms, and 1 mega ohm. That's cool. I will keep that on auto. It is nice that we have the capacity to actually indicate what we want though. So let's go to capacitor, and we do have ESR, that's important. So we can change that. Everything I'm used to is with ESR, so I'm just going to leave that at ESR. So I got some capacitors here. The interesting thing about capacitors is they usually have a tolerance of around 20%. So if you had 100 microfarads, it could be 80 microfarads, it could be 120 microfarads. If you want to actually check these to find out what they're actually rated for, this tool is going to be what you want to use for that. And it does one right here, discharge capacitor before testing. So I want to put a charge capacitor in. Okay. So it is reading pretty quick. We got a capacity of 305 microfarads. Let's pull this guy out. That is a 330 microfarad capacitor. So that's what I'm talking about. You can't always trust these numbers that are on here. That one aside, let's test another one. Okay, this one is 470 microfarads. Wow, 408. So I can tell you just how far off these values actually are. That's why it's worth really spending money on capacitors. You could be putting them on equipment that you really care about. If you buy these cheap sets like this, you might not get what you're looking for. All right, let's try another 470. 404, well, at least it's consistent. Okay, here's another 330. Yeah, okay. And it doesn't matter which direction you put it in, you are still getting that reading the same. Electrolytic capacitors, they do have a polarity. If you just try to apply voltage to them, put them backwards, then you can explode your capacitor. But with this, it does actually check it and give you an appropriate reading. I also really like the feel of that clip that holds in place. So let's try a smaller one. This is a 0.22 microfarad. And perfect, so we are reading essentially 0.22 microfarads. This is 220 nanofarads. So at least we know these small capacitors are accurate. So enough for the capacitors, let's check some resistors. So these are 1K resistors, and you can also see these are the blue resistors. These are gonna be a little bit more accurate. They should be within 5%. There we go, almost perfect. 1.0012, so very accurate machine. So now I wanna use the probes and just see if that is still accurate. Yeah, still very accurate. So even with this length of wire, we are not losing our accuracy. So that is excellent. So yeah, overall, if you're looking for an LCR meter, that is going to be an excellent choice.